Oh, this is Dr. Chamisa.
How are you, Doc?
He's going to be leading us.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
A new way of greeting, you know. We don't want you to do the things that are not allowed.
You must use the feet, I think it's better that way.
On the mouth. I think it's better that way.
That's even worse.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. President, for coming and showing solidarity with us. We really need these things at this time of when things are not as rosy as we'd like them to be. May I quickly introduce, this is Dr. Hilda Bar. She is the superintendent of this hospital. This is Wilkins Hospital, one of the two infectious diseases that fall under the fact that are owned by the city of Wilkins and Beatrice. So, for our purposes of COVID-19, we've designated this particular institution to be the isolation facility. We manage other conditions, TB, HIV, cholera, dysentery. So those other cases we have moved to. We don't have cholera, we don't have, but should we have any case, we'll be managing those at BRITH and reserve this place only for COVID-19. Two reasons again. The first one is it's a highly infective disease. So you don't want to mix your TB patients and your COVID patients because of the infectivity. And the people that normally succumb to this condition are those that will have comorbidities. So if you have TB and you have COVID-19, chances are you will then die. So we separate them. So we admit to protect the public and we also admit to protect those of our patients who will be immunocompromised for one reason or another. I'm to that side for this week, and they admitted on that side. But this is still under me. So we will then bring the patient to the ambulance to here. So the steps are important. So she comes here. So she is here. It's not dressed like this. This is a good one. So she comes in. And there's each time she dresses up, there will be another buddy who will be making sure that she's well protected. So the sister, she's making sure that she is doing exactly what should be done. So she starts. Put on your first pair of elbows. So she will put in, sister, she will come. So take a bit more time so that you can see when the stage is okay. So then this, she puts on the N95 mask. This is a special mask. This type of mask will not allow the virus inside. It's different from the masks that you see outside. Those are just surgical masks. We put them on the patient so that they don't spit or cough into us. But otherwise, this will make sure that the virus itself does not get in because of the size of the pores. So she puts in the N95, then she puts on the spacesuit.
So do you have enough equipment to visit?
Yes, yeah. What we do is, normally we want to keep at least 500 so that we need to go in 3-4 times a day, we'll be able to do this. But we'll be
So many times to use it?
Yeah. No, this one once you
one
use
patient
it,
out.
yeah. Then we'll be reordering because this is a world pandemic. So WHO is supposed to provide. So they provide also by, the council provides some resources. They've actually set aside a lot of money. I think now it's 2 million just for us to be able to.
For World Health?
No, this is from the city, from city of
Okay.
for us to be able, if they delay in WHO, the city will have already provided us with something. So she then puts on that spacesuit, then she puts on the gumboots. So it's step by step. As you can see, there are 8 steps just to put on your protective wear. So that, yes, we have to protect these ones. Once we lose them,
Then we were all dead.
yeah, because no one would want to come. In fact, this is one reason for me getting fired. if we cannot protect these workers, then I'm not raised.
We can't pay you now.
We can't afford it.
Now, then the next step, she then puts on the plastic apron, then she puts on the goggles. All this time she has not yet been in contact with the patient.
This is just to protect.
This is just to protect them. And this.
Saka, from Zarabani.
So what we were doing all of last week was to train the teams from Zarabani. Of course, we have Harare, but Harare being the capital, normally we are the ones that are doing this. So it is our duty to go and train those others. So the whole of last week we were training this Northern Region on Tuesday, then the Zarabani Thursday and Friday on how to put on this, how to understand the disease, how is it transmitted. Then we pre-place these in their various units. So that patients don't come to Harare. If the need arises, we actually go out there and manage patients from there.
Do they also have the quarantine areas?
Well, they are not just the laboratories, the ones in Harare, but there is some isolation facilities somewhere. So that don't make sense. We prepare for the patient before we come in. So everything for the patient will be here. You don't then go back to say, no, I want to measure the blood pressure and you go back. So you have your sphygmomanometer, you have your stethoscope, you have your gift set, you have your bacolimeter, so that when you put up a line, then you don't go back. And you plan your visit. When I'm seeing this patient, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. He needs oxygen or she needs oxygen. I'm going to give you a face mask, a nasal probes. Those things should be here before the nurse comes in. And she also have even a toilet like this. We don't want to, so these ones will be like the toilet that the patient uses. And we simply pick up and then we take out from there. So that there is no cross-contamination. She's well protected as she comes to see the patient. The doctors will be well protected as they come to see the patient. They can come in together or they can come in separately. But once they are done, they don't go back this way, they have to go back that way. But because they've been seeing the patient, we are straight. So as she comes out, Mr. President, there will be this from environmental health who will be spraying to decontaminate, to disinfect, and make sure that she's now coming. She's now beginning to take off. She has seen the patient, she has done what is necessary for the patient, then she has to take off this. And she must follow again those steps that are there. Step 2, 3, 4, so she must remove the pair of gloves, the apron, the surgical hood, the goggles, until she takes off everything except the scrub suit that she put on there.
Spray. It's a job.
So, and we actually have teams that are dedicated. So for now, remember I said we know there's a team that is going to admit the patient who's coming in just now.
Okay.
It's got a doctor, it's got, there are 2 doctors actually.
So how many have we recorded so far?
We've had 9 cases suspected. We have admitted them. We have tested them using the PCR test, that's the high-end test. They've all been negative. But there have been different sort of scenarios. We had a 27-year-old Zimbabwean who came in from the epicenter, Wuhan City. That's the one who tried to commit suicide. We readmitted her, tested again. She's now fine, she's discharged. We've had a Chinese, we've had another guy from Bahrain, presented with a temperature. This one we picked up from Warren Park because of the history. So we actually had to go there and pick him up. We tested him negative. Chinese came with a history of having been confirmed in China. We did the test, that was not the correct position. So he went. We've had Chinese couple who came in. The wife died by the gate there. So we actually had to do the test posthumously. Again, it was negative. We had that one who decided to run away and come back. Remember the Thai national? Yes. So we again tested that one. We've had a few others. One from Italy. It's German. So we've had one from Italy, an air hostess with one of the airlines. Presented, we went home, then decided to visit her parents, but that area, the number of cases, she came in, she was hyperexia. We picked some from hotels, Crestas. So we are, this I think last night, we were actually up until 2 a.m. We had to pick up, so every time we are picking patients up, we have an ambulance that's designated with a doctor, that doctor there, he goes there, so that's Dr. Mlari. So he has to go and pick up the patients.
Come and stay with me, doctor.
Then Dr. Barra will have to be here, the team of sprayers, the team of nurses, the domestics, the general hands. It has to be a whole team. So you see, once a patient is there, that whole team is activated. We want them to stay maybe 6 hours, then another team comes. So that if they stay too long, they start getting sloppy, they make mistakes, they get contaminated, and we lose our health workers.
So do we have arresting powers for those that want to run away?
Well, the police have been very supportive in this case, like the one that ran away on the Sunday, that very Sunday. In fact, I got here around about 1 or 2, but they were already there.
But what crime were they?
Public Health Act.
Public Health Act.
Yes, I'm a boom tester.
Spreading
I'm
talking as a lawyer.
As a lawyer, I know. If we are suspecting, we have to plan for those eventualities. Otherwise, like patient Wilkins, which is good. Because air conditioned. I don't want to take something. Are you not passing awareness? Awareness.
Возможно, сейчас, почему?
All right.
There's a light there.
Just a light, that's it.
And a light.
The general hands, they have been trained. We have trained almost everybody who works at the facility, including even the security guards. But what is more important when you are managing such a disease where you need social distance is for awareness in the communities. Awareness, of course, of the health workers, but awareness by everybody that this is the disease, this is how it is spread, this is how it is controlled, these are the measures that you can take at the personal level, individual level, community level, and then at a national level. So we are able to manage cases here, and most of the cases will be self-limiting, but should they complicate, this is what we are working on. That's why we are working on the intensive care unit, those that need mechanical ventilation, those that need to be intubated. We're trying to manage them. So this is the facility, Your Worship.
Thank you. Thank you. As council, we are very happy with the support that we are getting from the public, and we are satisfied with the numbers of technocrats that we have employed to be able to attend to any eventuality in terms of the disease. I'm very grateful that the President has seen it fit to visit and see for himself what we are doing here, and all what's left is for him to address you and outline what he sees must be done and what we have done to complement what we have done. Mr. President.
Thank you, Dr. Chonzi. Thank you, His Worship, the Mayor of Harare, councillors here present, the chairperson, Councillor Ami, and all the medical and health professional staff. The first thing that I must say is that I think the local authorities, our urban council here, the city of Harare, seems to be way ahead in terms of preparation. We have seen the construction work. We have seen the mechanisms that are being put in place to ensure that preventative clothes and preventative processes are undertaken to protect our health professionals, which is the most important point. I've seen in China, in Italy, the health of health professionals has been a key issue. So we are so encouraged that we've seen the level of preparedness, the level of alertness and readiness is far advanced. Our wish is to see more being done by the central government in terms of making sure that our airports are safe, those who come in are screened, and also we're able to have isolation centers decentralized, particularly in the countryside, in the growth points, small cities and towns, so that we are able to have a response. We need to see more hotlines, toll-free lines, so that we are able to have some kind of readiness, especially websites, by way of rapid response on the part of authorities. We also want to see our hospitals, but particularly our public hospitals. Perhaps they need to learn one or two things from Wilkins, where we have seen that a lot of work is being done. We need to see more, and we need to hear more that is being done. Even the issue of information and publicity around the issue, particularly our doctors, Dr. Jones and team, our mayors. In fact, we have already asked our local authorities and our cities and towns to put in place mechanisms at public facilities to make sure that there are sanitizers, bowsers, so that people can hand wash. I saw President Kagame joining the hand wash challenge, which I'm sure I'm going to also join very soon, and ask perhaps President Malema, Bobby Wine, and my brother E.D. to also join. But that is what we must do. We should not be partisan about it because diseases are not partisan, they're non-partisan. We cannot afford to talk politics about it because health is beyond politics. It is about life. And we can't afford to be political about it. We can't go into politics or wish others bad or thinking that we will not get this kind of a challenge. So we are encouraged, Dr. Chonzi, and we wish you well. We hope that we will continue to do more to improve our situation. Our appeal is to the people of Zimbabwe to be alert and to put our hands on the deck, and a call to action to everyone to know that this is a national demand. It's a national request, it's a national emergency, as it is an international and global request. We need to come together, faith leaders in the various denominations, the churches, members of the clergy, business must also come in to contribute. Private sector, Net1, Econet, perhaps have a special, dispensation of bundles for the public to be able to reach out and do what has to be done. This is everyone's child and everyone's business. We need to do everything we can do beyond the politics. I mean, there are no slogans beyond this life. So we have no luxury to be in slogans or to be in parties. This is not MDC, this is not ZANU, this is Zimbabwe. And this is the time for us to unite as a people and do what we know best to defend our being as a people. And when we are together as Zimbabwe, we always win. We have won before and we hope we will win again in fighting this disease. I want to thank you. Of course, we hope WHO, the World Health Organization, Red Cross, the United Nations, UNICEF, and others will be able to come in to help in this effort to deal with this pandemic. I want to thank you. Thank you for coming. This is part of our program.
One question. What's your comment from the Defense Minister, Open Chingoli, saying that sanctions are behind the coronavirus?
Well, I'm sure very unfortunate, very misplaced, and I think it's something that hopefully she's going to withdraw because I think it was said in a moment of madness. But we would want to believe that as Zimbabweans, we do not wish any nation bad. We do not look at any such misfortune as a misfortune that is located in politics. This is purely about life, it's about health. We sympathize with those who have been affected in America, in the European Union, in China, in Asia, and across the globe, in Italy, Canada, everyone who has been affected on the continent. We do sympathize with the families, with the victims, and of course our prayers are with all those who have been affected, wishing them well and hoping that they also wish us well, because this is the sort of situation that would require collective effort, a united approach, and of course togetherness as human beings. Thank you.
Yeah, no. You shouldn't be moving then.
Reaching, huh?